Okay. I'd like to thank everybody for taking time out on Sunday afternoon for coming in. This here is an information session, right? Now, at this session, there's been people that have been involved with this a long time. They're here to learn how to be better so they can help share it with other people because they're convinced, or, you know, maybe kickstart again, right? Then there's been people here sort of, oh yeah, okay, time. It's always learning. Then there's people like myself, well, have to learn how to speak out in front of a room, but I won't be. You'll see me most of the time. I'll be standing over here because that's the most important information. Don't look at me, okay? Because I don't know it all. I'm still learning with that. And then you'll have people like Vienne, who is as nervous as anything because she's never done this before, and she asks me every 2 minutes, what am I meant to be saying? What am I meant to be saying?
Come on, Eric.
And I said, you just share how much you love what you're doing and share with other people because that's what it is. Because this is a community we're involved with. And I'll just say, I met a person the other day and they told me, I asked them, why do you want to look at this? And said, I saw this opportunity a long time ago and it's the best community I've ever seen in my life. There's so many positive people and everything. So hopefully you'll see that from us. So again, I want to thank you. Housekeeping before I pass it over to Vienne to share her story and say hello to you. In the entertainment area, Peter knows, you walk through the door, walk straight ahead to another door, then there's a little door, that's where the toilet is. If you need it, just yell out. And I don't really like the word sorry, but I put heaters on in this room this morning when it was only a few degrees. It's really warm, so it'll cool down. Okay, so obviously my name's Eric. This is our facility. This is a wellness centre that we basically have with our group for South Australia here. This is a nationally recognised event called an Open, so anybody can come to this event, right? So this is our kick-off sort of first time doing it fully recognised nationally. And this is the end.
Thank you, Eric. Hi everyone, my name is Vienne. I'm from Adelaide. I am really a bit nervous today, so please give me a big clap. Yeah, it's me. I was here before, I think 62 kilograms. Now you can see me a little better. Before I joined Herbalife, I got a lot of problems. I was a chef, full-time chef in many pubs, hotels, and street kitchen. And I run street kitchen. I'm in charge of kitchen as well. And got a problem with my health, and especially I got problem with my heart. And since doctor gave me medicine, I got medicine and I put more 10 kilo on my weight, and I got liver problem, high blood pressure. But when I joined Herbalife, I got fully like I don't know, ultimate pack. And I know how to eat properly, how to drink properly, and for a while I lost 10 kilo of fat. And I brought my energy back. I feel like I have the second life because I almost 25 years old when I got surgery with my heart. So I'm so lucky, and thanks so much Herbalife. Bring my life back. And today I'm so happy and become an MC for you guys here and guide you through this afternoon. Listen to all the beautiful and fully experienced leaders, and yeah, for me it's the first time in front of people here, so a little bit nervous for me. So anything I say like out of track, please bring me back. Eric and support me a lot here, and thank you Eric and Hersey to help us to organize a beautiful room here for us to listen to the leader who share experience in our business. Also our health, to help you guys better life, better health, and better income in your life. And today to get the best experience, so please turn the phone off or keep the airplane mode to get the best intention to our all the leaders will talk to you today. Also have great time as well. if any question or any concern, please don't hesitate to ask us, and our leader will share with you guys. Also, we have beautiful break to get shakes and smoothie and noodle and chocolate bar as well, so we can enjoy at the same time. Yeah, just a little bit about me, and then now we can start with a beautiful presentation today. Thank you so much.
Wasn't she fantastic?
Yeah.
She shared a lot of information that I didn't expect, and we can skip some slides later. Okay. Now, my story is 2 years ago, the doctor threatened me with having high blood pressure, having cholesterol medication, having, what's that other silly one? Oh yeah, pre-diabetic stuff, pre-diabetic medication, and I said, give me 3 months. I started on a cellular nutrition program. You'll learn more about that later. Immediately, I went to the biggest discount I could get because I thought, well, I'm going to use that for 3 months at least, and to prove it that it worked. For 8 months, Percy will tell her a bit of her story later. She actually tried to talk me out of it. But a few weeks later, after we started, other people were asking, what are you doing? You've got so much energy, you've got this and you've got that, and that's fine. So we started sharing it with other people, meetings like this, not just in this country. Right at the moment, there's a meeting we're not involved physically with, but we are, in the Philippines happening with 50 people, 40 to 50 people, I mean, which is crazy because we'll talk about that more later too. But my story is that, so I went back into the doctors looking like this, and I was no further than Arthur away, and she's calling out my name and looking around the waiting room, and I waved to her. And she had a big smile on her face because she knows all the troubles that I was having, and then no medications, right? She didn't put me on medication. She was so excited. She said, you have to tell me what you've done. She obviously can't recommend that. They're very egregious for that, but that's there. So we're setting up this day to what you're seeing, and Ian's told a lot of stuff. We might see a slide later, but I want you to have a look at this picture. And I want you to have a look and see, what do you see in the picture? So what did you see, Judith? What animal did you see? Lion. What did you see, Marina?
Tiger.
Tiger. What did you see, Daisy?
Tiger.
Tiger. Cheetah. Righto. Very good. So if you have a look,
Look like a lion.
there's a lion, there's a cheetah, and there's a tiger. Right? So what I wanted to show you that for is because you're going to look through your own eyes. We can only share with you and emphasise what's in our eyes, but you will all see it differently. So some parts of today may not be 100% relevant for you. Ignore those bits. Just let it file away in the back of your head, but pay attention to the ones that you want to pay attention to. We don't expect you to remember everything. That's what it is. So you think of what you need to get out of today and work that out. So that's a beer. Okay. So that's where it is. And I will say the flags around the room, we haven't got business in all those countries yet. That's some of the APAC region, but we have a big group in the Philippines. Right? So that's all we'll say about that. Next slide, please, Nat, and we'll see what it is. So I don't know how you found us. It could have been someone in the room invited you. Could have been a family member or friend. I know Peter's travelled from Adelaide. He was invited by a person from Adelaide. So that's really what it's about. You come here for a different time. Oh, what year is it? Next slide. Righto. Your goals might be. I'll let you do this one, Dean.
Yes, beautiful. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, your goals might improve your health and well-being, like I said before, and inspiring others in your community. Also, we can work your own hours. You can work from home or from anywhere it's comfortable with you. And be your own boss. I love this one. I love this one so much. No boss for me. Don't need set alarm in the morning and entrepreneur and relieve financial stress. Everybody needs that. And more lifestyle choices, additional income as well. Beautiful additional income streams and work with purpose. And the last one, enjoy a positive and exciting community. It's beautiful, are they? Yeah. Thank you so much. The next slide, please.
So our goal and mission is to help another 2,000 people live their best lives through our health and income opportunity. So just think what it'd be like if we impacted from us here 2,000 other people. We've got a goal up there that's to help 1,000 people change their lives from our goods, but what about 2,000? The things that would happen, 2,000, apart from people getting healthier and younger, which you'll see more later, we would have 30 people earning an extra 3,000 to 5,000 a month, part-time. Do you think that would make a difference? Or we'd have 2 to 3 people earning 15,000 to 30,000 a month, which some people think, well, hey, I only earn just a bit more than that a year. And then you've got 1 to 2 people earning more than 30,000 per month. There's work involved. It's not just say, hey, we'll do this and we get given that. No, there's always work involved. So we keep going. Now, the end's already said this one, but we'll go back to it. Just in case you hadn't heard, so if you read this quickly, this is what we're doing in the first section today. Healthy recipe demonstrations where we've got the collagen out there. We've all had a herbal beverage, and then at the tea break, you can get a shake. There'll be a few behind the bar, and if you want to sample a shake, make a bigger lot, and so several people can have that flavour all at once. That'll be done there. After that tea break, we look at business, learn about what we do, how the income is generated, which actually we've slotted in here a little bit. But we have a special guest who's going to be speaking today. We have lots of guests, and that's what that's the day. We have to have a photo at the end because we have to put this on a nationally recognised site so they see what we're doing, because they sponsor this, give us a bit of the product, give us most of those banners out there, so we can, that's all there for us. Next.
Wow. You can see 3 pictures here. Our health offering and solution for us here. Long-term sustainable results. The first one we can see that is healthy, active lifestyle. I think anybody needs that. And the next one, our goal is quality supplementation and type of nutrition plan. This one, sorry. The last one, community support. So in this community, we support each other very well. So not like other business or other communities. They probably do that, but not really much. But in here, we support each other 100%, even different countries around the world. Okay. So can we get next one?
You can do that one too. You're good. I want to listen to you more than me.
Yes, this one here, you can see global health challenges, decrease in food quality and adaptive and in fast food. Because fast food is so easy and convenient for us nowadays, so people just take a few minutes to buy and then eat on the way or eat whenever they want. So convenient. But besides that, a lot of things at the back. So because of that, we have leading health issues like diabetes, cardiovascular disease like me I got before. It was horrible. And then high blood pressure, I got that too. Bowel cancer and gut health, and immunity issues as well. High cholesterol, stress and anxiety in working environment or even health problem as well. So you can see here, 1 million plus people are obese and 66% overweight in Australia. Well, we didn't see this number before, but nowadays it's increasingly every day. And if you don't have any treatment for that, what would be in the future?
Okay. Now, we're going to hear more about this slide later, but it's the only program in the world that can truly be called cellular nutrition. that's working at a cellular level in the body, and we have a guest speaker there to talk about the products, and has been studying this, so you'll get a better lot of information than I have, because I didn't work on that bit today. So we'll go to the next slide straight away. The science. There's 250 to 300 doctors and scientists that put this together. Right? They use the most up-to-date labs that they work in the world. Now I'll leave that because I know what's coming, but that's what they're doing. So why Herbalife? It's the #1 in the world meal replacement and protein supplements. Has been for nearly 45 years. Nobody comes close. 38% market share worldwide, and there's 6,000 other companies in health and nutrition. So you imagine what it is to be #1, and they've got 38%, the other 6,000 are fighting for whatever. But that's said by independent bodies. Herbalife does not say they're #1. They let it speak for themselves, which shows you it truly is. Next slide, please. Now, this one's easy. Sorry, Dean, I haven't told you about this slide. This is interviews. They're a little 1 to 2 minute videos, but I thought it's better for you to hear somebody else who's at the top running this than us. So what differentiates Herbalife? So we got that first video. Matt?
Everyone claims quality and being science-backed, but what truly differentiates Herbalife?
One big difference that we've done at Herbalife is we've invested over $380 million in our product science and manufacturing environment. We have 4 hemp facilities around the world, one in Lake Forest and one in Winston-Salem in North America. They service over 75 of our markets globally. We have a facility in Suzhou, China that services both the China market and our APAC market. We have over 200 scientists on staff. We have MDs, PhDs, supply chain and global regulatory experts, really making the biggest difference in the product itself. But really, the secret sauce of Herbalife, of course, is you guys are distributors that are out changing the lives of people in the marketplace and putting your lives into your business.
And this is what it means about seed to feed. They do it all themselves.
Maybe you can help me a little bit. Can you explain seed to feed in simple terms?
What seed to feed really means is that we design and control every aspect of the product journey. It really starts with our ingredients. We start with trusted sources, and we use those ingredients to design formulas that are scientifically backed and have efficaciousness. And then we test at every stage. Through the design process, we're testing our product hundreds of times before we release those formulas, and then through every batch we're testing at least 6 to 8 times on average. So, seed to feed is simply that we control every aspect of our product from end to end.
And on the next slide, there's a couple more.
So what does it mean when we say Herbalife stands behind our product?
Standing behind the product, well, first let's take the label itself, right? Our label, what's on the label is scientifically verified to be in that product. We really have built that over a global R&D and laboratory network where we actually design the quality in the product itself. So we're testing it in every batch. We also have invested significantly in equipment in our testing labs. We test down to the DNA and species level of all our natural ingredients, so that when you're selling an Herbalife product, you can really stand behind it. In today's world, like, anybody can sell nutrition and health and wellness online. Not everybody can stand behind the product itself, and we can.
Now, this is how serious they are. They've been around 45 years. What they did 45 years ago. So I didn't warn you. We're going to turn the lights out for the video. It might stand out a bit more. Okay? So the last one is how serious they are, because it's recent development. Thank you.
So maybe you could tell us a little bit about the new LA Quality and Laboratory Center of Excellence.
Last year we opened a new quality lab, our Center of Excellence. Because this is really the enhancement of our quality by design principles and building quality from the inception of the design of the product itself. And then the third major piece of this lab is really where we will design and develop our new product innovation globally.
Thanks, Laura. Okay, so
A video, beautiful.
did anybody know all of that information? Why it's number one? Anybody know that? Oh, see, I learned from when I first put those videos there as well. I'm always learning. And the fact that I'm always learning, that company is always doing things to improve the learning of it as well. So they're serious. Now, you hear terms based on scientific research. You don't hear with these products. They do a scientific research. Okay? So that's a really big differentiator. So you want me to do this one? Or we just picked out. What's your main point in this for company facts and acquisitions? What do you think the main points are? 3, Leanne?
Wow, for me, all of them, I can pick only 3?
Yes.
Only 3. All right. The impressive one, the number one here, 9 suggested retail sales in 2024, so 2026 now. Wow. And 550 athletes and teams in over 40 plus sports in different countries. And 1 active lifestyle nutrition brand in the world. Yes, I love that one.
Great. Because now I get to pick some.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
what I'm excited about. Link Bioscience. Prove it. Protocol. 3 companies that Herbalife bought out in 2024 to 2025. Protocol is coming. Protocol is putting a band on your arm, it tests your body, it tells you what's deficient in, then it goes to a company like Link and Prove It to use the nutrition that's prepared by the doctors and scientists specifically for you. So you can be, as a member, like we are, because we're convinced, because we do not work for Herbalife. It's the other way around. Herbalife works for us. Right? You'll hear that more later in the day. But we do not work for Herbalife. We help people learn about the number one product in the world, the number one opportunity in the world. So we'll only be touching it today. So we'll need to do more with that. But that's what excites me. What's coming? And they're going to make it affordable for everybody. So you imagine people in Malaysia that struggle to get $10 a week Australian, and the Philippines is, what are we looking at the Philippines? The average income is about $15 a day, if that, right? And then when they retire, they don't get it easy like we get. They only get 2,000 pesos a month. Well, 2,000 pesos a month, what's that? That's $80, $90 a month, if that, even less than that, right? So we're helping that. You'll hear that more later on, okay? Next slide, and your turn, Deanne. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Who's this guy, Deanne?
Oh, my idol, CR7. I think a lot of people love him too.
Yeah.
I know that he just invested $7.5 million US dollar into Herbalife.
Into
Wow.
Protocol.
Yes.
The Protocol platform. He owns 10% of it. He's serious. He's a sponsored athlete. That means he doesn't get paid to use the product. Not in this company. He gets given the products and he's an ambassador. He asked to be that. Because he is so serious in getting the right nutrition. I should keep letting Deanne talk about him because he is serious. Righto. That one.
Hi guys, this is a new chapter for me and Herbalife. Protocol, the future of wellness. More personal, more connected, strong community together. The next era begins. Stay tuned. Protocol.
Yes.
I'm going to skip these other 2 today. Blake Wesley is an NBA basketball player in America. Same as Zaire. They both use the product that, ask Tanya what that product is later on and she'll tell you. They use it exclusively because it improves their performance. Now they get paid millions of dollars a year. They could do anything. They choose this. So if it's good enough for them, we're a 24-hour athlete because some of us struggle to get from bed in the morning to bed in the evening. So we need to be like a 24-hour athlete. So go to the next slide, please, now. Just for today. Obviously, see, Leanne's already seeing into the future. She already told you that. And she's so nervous. What? She's great. Next. Internationally.
Yes. our Herbalife in 95 markets already, and almost 45.6 years so far. Eric, is that
45,
it?
yeah, 46 years this year.
Yeah.
Now, do you think people in Finland can all speak English?
Yeah.
People in Lebanon, do you think they can all speak English? I know they can't all speak English in Korea, because I hear calls from Korea and I have to use the translator. And I know they don't all speak English in Vietnam. And that's here. So we're showing that it's internationally. So it's not just English-speaking people that can use this. So we live in Murray Bridge. We look at other people all around the world because it's satisfied 95 governments, right? So everything, right?
Wow, it's this slide really interesting. That global financial challenges. So you can see here the threat of being on a fixed income and cost of living continue to rise. I can see it every day, especially like food or petrol. You can see that affects our family, every families. Also food, rent, mortgage, insurance, utilities, and then 1.1 million people in August in Australia and New Zealand are unemployed, and 65% of families are looking for a second income. Yeah, and then not in the future. Right now, I can see few places AI will replace 1.3 million jobs in 2027. Like, not far away. Also, 37% of Australians don't have a 3-month emergency fund. Yeah, it's scary number. That's correct.
We're so excited. We're talking a bit too much, so we're going to go through the next slides. I'm going to do them really quickly because my timekeeper just told me to get off.
Yeah.
So we've got to get on to some other things. So some quick results around the room. That was what we were getting to, wasn't it? Okay. So you've heard our results. Tanya, would you like some people to do some product results when you're talking about the product?
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Now, the next slide will show series. These are mystery guests. Okay. First one with a hand up picks which one they want to hear. Arthur. It's okay, Arthur. Pick one.
Bianca.
Bianca, which Bianca?
Oh, Bianca Stanley, sorry.
Bianca Stanley. Okay, so that's the next slide. Play that one.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, I'm Bianca Stanley, and my background was someone that was really into health and sports, but I was also really ambitious, and I studied at university for many years before finding myself in a corporate office environment and worked there for about 15 years before I found this opportunity. After many years of working in that corporate office environment, I found I was burnt out, I didn't have any time freedom, no flexibility, and I really wasn't achieving the success that I was looking for. I always wanted to travel, and within that corporate office environment, there was no way I was able to travel on a regular basis. So when I went to my first Herbalife opportunity meeting, what I really saw was the energy of the people in the room, the positivity, and people earning really good money with a lifestyle attached. And that's something that I did not have in my corporate office environment. So it got me really excited. So when I got started, what really probably helped me was that I was goal-oriented, results-driven, but I knew how to study and turn up. So all I did was follow the training system that they provided, and that really helped me propel in the beginning. So I think the favourite part about my business is the community events and being around like-minded individuals, having fun, and working on our goals together to help not only myself succeed, but to help others succeed as well. So looking back over the years working this opportunity, there's been some highs and some lows, and the times that I was at my lows was a great time for me to be able to work personally on myself, actually go back to reading more books and understanding what personal development was to help me go across and beyond those challenges to create better success. Being your own boss, it gives you great freedom. I have to say, after many years of working in a corporate office environment, I felt trapped and caged, and now this opportunity gives me that flexibility and that freedom to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. Before I came into the opportunity, I was very uncertain and unclear about where I was going for my future. But when I saw this opportunity, it really got me excited. I felt a sense of calm and certainty, knowing that this is what I was going to do for the rest of my life.
Okay, thank you. Now, does anybody know who Bianca Stanley is? Bianca Stanley is one of the leaders of one of the most active groups in Australia, but she shares with everybody. Bianca is actually running the meeting like this in the Philippines at the moment, right? So we know Bianca fairly well, and obviously Arthur does as well, but she is on a group making the education better for every single person in Australia. She won't say that. She won't say that. She's incredible. This PowerPoint is really how she prepared. Okay? So when you get to meet her, she was here in September last year, and this room was packed with 30 to 40 people. She was speaking in this room, standing right where the end was. She will come here now and then. We just do something. Righto, flip through the next 12, and then I've got to quickly get to the next bit. So, no, keep going, just press. Because just each story, go till you get to number 13. So each time we run a meeting here, we'll pick one or two. If the timekeeper lets us, we'll take a few more. Just to hear these stories. Because they're incredible. Crystal. After Crystal's the next slide. Okay, let's... Righto. The business opportunity, this is what we're going to learn later. 100 to 1,500 a month if you want to do that bit. Or you can get serious and get a residual royalty income. We're going to learn about that later. Keep going, next slide. If you're ready for a change, this is what you do. You register as a member, purchase your own program, and go through all of that. So you talk to the person who invited you here today, and we work through that next. Yay! It's back to us because that means we're getting off now. Okay, now, who wants to hear what about the products? And then, don't want to hear about the rest of it, because that's what the secret is. Who wants to hear about the products? Okay, we have a fantastic lady, Tanya.
Hello.
She lives over at the base of the hill. She's going to come up here. So, next slide. Look at these results. And now, Tanya's been studying this to present to you, and that's what she's going to do. So, these people just did nutrition. They didn't go to the gym. Maybe they went to the gym after they started getting healthy, but I'll hand it over to Tanya, and Vienna and me will disappear into the back. Thank you.
Okay, hello, I'm Tanya. Do I need to talk my story first too, or at this stage?
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Bien, come with me. So, just while Tanya tells the story, I'll turn this off and on because there was one slide we couldn't fix up, wasn't it, Tanya?
yeah. So I've been doing this, I actually just got my badge for 5 years. I've been doing the products for 5 years. I've lost 30 kilos doing this. I've got amazing energy. I had gut health issues to begin with. I actually had diverticulitis, I had reflux. I haven't got rid of diverticulitis, but I haven't had any flare-ups. I don't have reflux any longer. And I think my longevity is going to be way better because I'm actually looking after myself. Gut health is an amazing thing. If you look after it, it looks after you. Everything really is centralised to gut. So that's my part of my story, and I love sharing products and the actual business and community to people. So we're going to be looking at this is a disclaimer, it's not, this product does not diagnose, it does not treat, does not cure, it does not prevent disease. They don't say that at all. Always read the label because you don't know, there might be something in it you can't have, or you know, but it's a clean product. So vitamins can only be assistant if you're doing everything else too. if you're not cleaning your closet out, you're not going to be able to put anything else new into it that's going to work. These results are not typical, individual results. Everybody's different, everybody's goals are different, so, and how fast do you want to get better and all those sorts of things. So it is to do with regular exercise, balanced eating, clean eating. I call clean eating, I like clean eating, I don't like too much stuff on it. If the plan, if you want to lose weight, is more like calorie control and using the product, so you've got a balance of protein, minerals, vitamins, everything in your system. And it is a successful weight control, I can say from my perspective it has been. Is that it? Yeah, no, okay. So number one, learn about lifestyle nutrition programs. So we've got different programs. I don't know if you've got any up here.
Yes, they do. All of them.
Yeah. So these are the different programs depending how quick you want to get on the product and how fast you want to go and what you want to get out of the product. So you've got things like healthy breakfast. This is what I started on. Within a week, I was on this and more. That's how good the product was making me feel. I just went, I remember ringing up my person who was the upline at the time going, right, order me everything. She said, no, we're joining you up. I can see, you know, this is going to work for you. So that's how good I felt about it. So the ultimate pack is the one, personally, I would start on. So you've got in that, are we going on to that yet?
Yes, it's
right.
coming.
Yeah.
But no. Next, we covered it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So you've got things like the aloe vera. That actually cleanses it. So in our gut, we've got what's called villi. That cleanses out. They're like this. But as we get older and we eat and drink, the villi kind of flops over. It's like, you know, your hair growing, it flops over. So the aloe cleans off all the sludge that's in your gut. So then the villi is actually able to come back up. Is that in there? No. But anyway,
next
doesn't
slide.
matter. Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah. So you realise these little fingers here in your gut. So if they're not up, you're not going to absorb what you're having. So that's when the aloe comes in, cleanses it. So then your shake, that's got all your, is it 21 vitamins and minerals? Whatever it is. You can absorb that nutrients. You also...
If you want in the system.
Yes. Because I don't... Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Just need a bikini.
So your shake, which comes in, how many? 4 different flavours?
5.
5. Oh yeah, the mint chocolate. So that would be my breakfast. I have this all day. Fibre. Who has lots of fibre in their diet? Who actually knows they're getting enough? Yeah. So fibre is the thing that helps clean, also helps move stuff through your body. It like if you're having problems in the other end, it can help regulate you. That's the word I was looking for, regulate. So your sups are your vitamins. So everything that they can't put in here because it tastes like rubbish, they're put into sups basically. I know that sounds terrible the way I just put that, but it's true. So you take your sups and that actually counterbalances that, and you're getting a full nutrition and you feel amazing, so you do. And the tea, has anyone tried that? Mm-hmm. You tried it? Yeah. What's your favourite flavour?
Peach.
Peach? Yeah, peach is my favourite. Oh.
With lime juice,
Alright.
it tastes like a hot cross bun.
Alright, I have to try that. Okay. So I usually mix my aloe and my tea, and I make what's called boom juice up, and I drink that all day. And some people will drink lots of hot teas. I'm not a hot tea drinker, so that's most probably why I don't drink it as much.
I drink it ice.
Yeah, so do I. That's why the boom juice ice. So that's your basic program. Then you've got more products. Oh, yeah, look at this. So you've got the other ones that's not in that pack. Things like, oh, excellent, I can lift it up.
Yeah. I'm being sacked.
So you've got your collagen. You know, collagens and everything. Their collagen is fantastic. Like the science back behind these products absolutely blows me away. You've got calcium, you've got joint support, you've got the calming complex is really good, helping hormonal balances and stuff like that. So that's your whole range, which we haven't got those at the moment, so.
Oh, sorry,
Look at
you want me to
those.
pull them off the wall?
No, that's all right,
You
I'm
come
just
and do
saying, just don't, but we've got these ones, which are really nice when they're cooked too, I must say. Cut them in four, put them in the oven, make little cookies, they're very nice. But 20 grams of protein, everyone's looking for extra protein goals. Who's into protein these days, trying to get your protein goals up? Yeah, so this is a good way if you're in a hurry, but I would still be using this personally. So who uses a 24? Anyone using the 24? How amazing is it? Isn't it fantastic?
Yes.
Game changer, absolute game changer. I started off on this, and I still use this, but I also use this because I do weights, I do walking, I do yoga. So I've got an active lifestyle, so I want to back up my active lifestyle. So you've got things like Rebuild. Anyone tried that? It's like, how would you take the flavour of it?
I don't know, oh, the flavour's fantastic. The point is, you just don't get any aches or pains after work.
No, because you're actually putting stuff in that actually supports you after workout instead of, you don't end up with all that stuff on your muscles sitting there and that. It actually helps rebuild your muscle, because when you do exercise, you tear strands off on your muscles and that's how you build muscles. You've got to actually break it up to make it grow again, but this helps rebuild that better and quicker, and you don't have as much downtime. So you're going to build a lot quicker. We've got the Formula 1, which is a meal replacement as well, but it's got the casein, I think is how you pronounce it, isn't it? Protein in it. So that's also a good one to have if you're very doing a lot of exercise and that, if you want to build muscle and get everything going. And Ronaldo, he's fantastic. He actually developed the Prepare. Has anyone tried that?
CR7.
CR7. Oh, I was thinking, I thought you did Prepare as well.
Oh,
Is it only CR7?
CR7. That's why it's named. Cristiano Ronaldo, and he wore number 7 for Man U.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. I just know it works.
Or up Liverpool. I can't remember.
Hang on.
Man,
So what's the one you got out there?
Man U. Yeah.
Have you got the collagen today, or?
We've got the collagen out there,
Yeah.
but if someone really wants the CR7, we can
Yeah.
make some up for the barbecue.
Yeah. So that's got a bit of sugar in it, but that's for focus when you're actually doing exercise, so you maintain your focus. It also has electrolytes and things like that in it that help balance when you sweat, you lose salts and all sorts, so that you stay balanced. And where's the other one? Ah, there's a Prepare that I was lying about. So that's a Prepare. So that's the one you'll do like at the beginning of your workout, so it supports you whilst you're working out, gives you minerals and vitamins and all sorts while you're going along. You've got the creatine. Yes?
I was just wondering, what flavours do they all come in?
Oh, sorry. So this one's acacia berry, which is, I don't know, it's acacia berry.
Acacia berry.
Yeah, acacia berry. Prepare, what flavour is that? That's
Watermelon.
It is watermelon, yeah. I was going to say, because I usually put them together. I actually, when I go and work out in the gym, I put Prepare and CR7 together in a litre bottle and go off and do my workout, because I know it's going to help me whilst I'm doing it. And even if you're out walking, doing, I don't know, Mount Lofty or something, hey, take a bottle along. You've also got creatine, which is like one of the most researched products ever, but theirs is clean and good. Like, there are some creatines that aren't that great on the market, but I like theirs. They're good. The BCAAs, end of your workout or after your workout, so it helps support all that work you've done and keep you going. Yes? Do you want to? And that's an apple. Oh, I thought you were going to say something then.
Oh,
No?
don't look
No?
at me. Sorry.
That's all right.
We're so excited about these products.
Yeah.
We sometimes forget some of the stuff that we automatically know. We've got to share that with you.
So the BCAAs is like, these are brilliant products. I'm amazed. And the lift off. Anyone try the lift offs? I love lift off.
Oh.
I have one every morning.
Blackberry.
The blackberry is beautiful.
Blackcurrant, sorry.
Is it blackcurrant or blackberry? Blackberry.
Black
Blackberry.
something.
It's blackberry spark. There you go. Doesn't matter. It's something. but it is yummy and delicious. And if you want a good caffeine hit before you work out, you want to get zooming, or if you want to hit in the morning to get going, there's a lift off.
Down one.
So there's 3 different flavours. These are, I think, packs of 10, where that's a pack of 30. So they are different because they're HR24. This is their selection when they came out. So what else have we got? What else have I missed? Oh, we've got this, which is a newer one. So this is enhanced protein powder. So 1 scoop of this is 12 grams of protein. So if you put in, you're trying to get good amount of protein, you could put 2 scoops of that, 24 grams. Plus that, 25 grams, a serve of that. So you've got 49 grams of protein. You've hit, so that, what a goal that is. Like if you want to hit high protein goals, that's the way to do it, my theory. And the other one I like, because I can't get enough of it. Have you got PDM?
At the top.
Up the top.
Oh, PDM, this one here. I remember when they first brought it out, that was like the biggest game changer. It's delicious. You put that with the vanilla, this one, it's like creamy like vanilla batter. I call it my vanilla batter shake. It's like amazing. I still love it to this day. But this, if you want protein and gains, definitely. Depending, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain muscle? Do you want energy? It's depending what you're going to do. But if you actually follow the whole thing, you can have the whole thing. You can have the energy. You can have the weight gain, or like one of the girls I knew, she's put on 12 kilos, but she was trying to put on weight. So I was the opposite, so we thought that was quite funny. But yeah. So anything else you'd like to look at? What else? Oh, this one here, different proteins. So we do have different proteins. So this one's more if you're vegetarian, vegan sort of thing. This is like so this has got pea, quinoa and rice proteins in, rather than these ones which have got the casein, which is animal.
That, and they have soy and whey.
Yeah, soy and whey.
Combination.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I have one question I'd like to ask you. Why do they have in black and white?
well, the 24 range, which is your sports range, is all in black. So that's your sports range.
Why black? Why can't it be white? Sorry.
Oh,
You
well,
want me
to
to
me,
answer?
it's denouncing that this is, they're different products for different uses.
The sports range
Yeah.
is black. It's been tested by the 3 major drug companies across the planet. So therefore, any athlete can use that without worrying about failing a drug test. That's why we've really got it in the black. So,
Okay,
see, I said
see, I
all
learned
of us
something
know
every time.
different things, and we all forget
Yeah.
the things because we love it so much. We just use it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, so you've
Sorry.
also got the hydrate. So the hydrate's fantastic if you're sweating a lot and you want to get some electrolytes back in quick. And I've even had like, we're feeling, I have to say my friend was hungover, so I put that in her bottle and it worked a treat. I didn't say that, but that works really well with if you sweat a lot, you'll actually replace. So that's really nice with the mandarin aloe and the orange lift off. I do that as a or if I'm out hiking, I'll actually make one of those up to go with. I'm just thinking what else?
What about the targeted range?
The targeted range is in,
on the PowerPoint.
oh, good, thank you. Thank you. I haven't even looked at that, have I? Sorry. So you're going to have things like, we've got the joint support. So if you've got joint issues or you want to keep healthy and keep those going, and as we get older and we age, things change. So that's a really good way of almost lubing up your joints, basically, keeping them nice and movable. Chitosan, fantastic if you want to do a bit of cheating before you go out for tea. Half an hour before you go out, take 2. If you know you're going to have a little bit of fat or oil in your meal, it'll actually, we should get a video of that. It's fantastic where you actually put it in the water and absorbs, you can actually put fat in and it absorbs the fat in the water. It's amazing stuff. That's fantastic for, also if you've got cholesterol issues too. Good way to have that before pre-meal. Your extra calcium if you want healthy bones and, you know, strong healthy bones, that's going to help maintain them as we get older, and it all changes. Cognitive support, that's one of the newer ones that came out. So that's going to help you think clearer, more accurate, and help you for longevity, brain sort of stuff. You've got Rose Guard, so for your immune system, fantastic. It will help you keep colds for shorter, not longer. It's not going to get rid of colds. You will get a cold, but it will shorten the length of that cold. I take them every day. Right? The Calming Complex, that's fantastic for if you're a little bit stressed, or it's really good for hormonal balance stuff too. It's actually got a few dual supports. Have you got any more on that one?
Do you have the Calming Complex, which has got Dong Quai in it?
That
A lot of our
yeah.
ladies from the Asian communities, their grandmothers teach them about Dong
Yeah.
Quai, the angel of the herbs. It balances hormones
Yeah.
and cleanses your blood. So yeah, really good for stress and any hormonal disturbances and anxiety.
And it does work. And then we've got the Herbalife line, which is the fish oil, and that's actually from, is it,
Deep sea.
it's deep sea, isn't it? It's not like,
Little
they're not
tiny
farmed.
fish below South America in the coldest water in
Yeah.
the world, which
Yeah.
makes it the best fish oil.
Yeah, so it is the best fish oil. And I actually have issues with lots of fish oil. I haven't had an issue with that. And somebody actually said if you put it in the freezer, if you get reflux from the fish oil,
Yeah, I did that. I did
yeah,
that.
you put it in the
Yeah.
freezer, it stops that.
Still soft.
Yeah,
Not like other kind of fish oil. Hard and a change color.
yeah.
I can leave the room now. I learned something new today.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So out of all those jars of pills you got there,
Yeah.
which ones come in the ultimate?
Oh, this is your ultimate pack. You've got, I don't even have the NRG. So, you've got a probiotic,
Yeah.
that's a powder. So probiotics are really good for the gut flora and bacteria. Actually helps your gut, get better basically.
So you just one teaspoon of that in
Yeah,
your
it's got a little,
Scoop in it.
a
Yeah, I've
little
seen the
scoop.
scoop of it.
Yeah. So one of those, yeah. You've got the NRG, which is fantastic for energy. That's got a bit of pep, but it also if you get hay fever, I take it. I have hay fever issues. I take 2 in the morning, and that stops a lot of that hay fever
Good
stuff.
for the allergies, what?
Yeah.
For runny nose, itchy eyes?
Yeah, yeah. I take 2 in the morning. It's helped me. It keeps all my sinuses nice and clear. Fantastic. The cellulose, that's brilliant for taking if you've got a bit of fluid retention and helps the blood flow in your body. So that's really good for that. You've got your multivitamin. So what they can't put into this, they put into so basically shampoo and conditioner was how I was taught it. This is your shampoo. These are your conditioners. So you've got multivitamin. Once you've cleaned that out, it's going to be absorbed. They've put it into that, not all into there because it would taste revolting. So anything they can't put in that, they've put into sups basically.
So those ones you had up on the screen there, which ones of those come in the ultimate pack?
These are the ones.
The same
They
as what I
weren't
want
up there. Because they're in the ultimate pack. That's
Everything
one.
up there is the ultimate pack,
Yeah.
and then we've got a couple of extras.
Yeah, but the ones that you've got on the screen are the ones that are
They're
in the ultimate pack?
they're the supplement, other
Extras.
supplements,
Extra
like they've developed the other supplements. But this is like their basic range.
Yeah.
It's like you start off on this and then you develop.
So those ones on the top third row there,
Yeah.
none of them come in the ultimate pack?
No, they're not repeated.
And none of the 4 down the bottom come in there?
No.
So they're extras?
We call them targeted, so like we all need the basic daily nutrition, and then for each of us we can select what part of our health we want to target most next. So it might be your cardiovascular system or your skeletal system or your immune system, whatever. So you select from the targeted to tailor it for individual needs.
Thanks. Got your primer, which we did have up there earlier. You've got your shake and you've got your aloe. So that's your ultimate pack. That's what you're going to get in it. But, you know, as you develop and you get along with that journey, you may go, oh, I want something for my joints, I want something for, as you said. So, yeah. So collagen, fantastic for skin, hair, organs. I think it's everything, isn't it?
I found it most incredible for my joints.
Skin's the biggest organ in your body. It's on everything. It's on your organs, it's on your cells, it's on everything. Skin is your biggest organ, look after it. And collagen is one of the things that helps do that. Lift off, energy. Night works, oh my God, I love this stuff. I must get some of those. Night works, so instead of your BCAs, if you're working out at night, you would have night works rather than BCAs, because BCAs will keep you awake. Where night works, and the prepare, you might not take them if you're doing a night workout, you take that so you sleep better. This all has, what's it,
Nitric
yeah.
oxide.
Yeah, nitric oxide. That's the one I want. It has that in it, so it will actually support your muscles, your heart health, cardiovascular system. While you're sleeping, it's helping repair that. And the science behind that when it first came out is amazing, like what it actually does and what they've discovered, what nitric oxide does. You've got your relaxation tea, which is chamomile and, is it? Peppermint. I was trying to remember the other one. That's really nice. Calm you down at night just to have a nice, and it's not too strong, it's actually quite nice. And the Nightworks is a lemon flavour, so that's actually quite nice. Anything else on the list? The 24, which we've got. So you've got your Formula 1 shake, which we've seen, the CR7, the Hydrate, the Rebuild Strength for your muscle prepare, for your workout, like before. BCA's like at the end or just after your workout. Lift off. Well, wouldn't take it at night before you go to bed because you may not sleep.
May not sleep.
I'm just saying. A friend of mine, I gave her a drink and said, do not drink it at night, drink it in the morning. She said she drank it at night. She said, I didn't sleep. And I'm going, I did tell you. She said, but I cleaned the house. I said, oh, there you go. The protein bar we've got. The creatine we've talked about, and enhanced protein, so that's extra protein adding to get your targets.
That's us.
Wow.
Who learned something out of that session? I certainly did. I didn't realise that you had to put it in the freezer. I never knew that trick. That's fantastic. I have another question, right? And Tanya, you can answer this if you like. What's the difference? We're talking about energy from these products like the Lift Off. What's the difference between the Lift Off and V, Mother, Wings, Red Bull, all that rub?
Flavour, no aftertaste, cleaner in your gut. It does not give you that after crash that you get from those other drinks. It doesn't, and I can verify that. And I'm just trying, and it's not.
Oh, I'll fill in the next bit.
Yeah, there's something that's not in
Because
there.
I wouldn't have said that bit.
Yeah.
All I know is that the V and the Mother energy drinks, they activate in your neural system, right? So once you start using that, it affects your brain and it affects sleep patterns. So any wonder why the teenagers have to have it all the time, and that's there, which that gets dangerous. The Lift Off works on the adrenal system. So it works on our physical self to be able to use the energy that we've already got in the body and not affect the brain, which is very important to me, which I didn't tell you my story because nobody believes me anymore. I've had 20 hospitalised brain injuries, and I'm here, and Hersey can attest to the fact that I used to be a bit of a zombie, and I use these products. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I was still not using these products. Okay, so this is us. So we've already thanked Tanya when she left the room, and each of us, the ones that you'll find out, some of the leaders in the room, we all tell these products differently, don't we? Because we see differently. We see a lion, a cheetah or a tiger, and it doesn't matter because you have to put them in your body and you have to feel it to work. We can't tell you what it's going to do. We can't guarantee what's inside your body. We're not scientists. We just share this. So now, I believe I know the next section, and I've just forgotten for a second. Okay. Oh, we're doing that now. Oh yeah, the marketing plan's going to be after. We've changed it. Right. Unless I've made a mistake on the slide, but hey, look, we're not professionals up here, obviously. We're just so passionate about what we do. We're convinced we just want to share it with people, and that's what we're using. It's a tea break. Now, in the tea break, if you really want to have a shake, we're not putting any extra protein in the shake, because then you won't really want to eat the barbecue after as well, because you can fall. So there's lots of flavours up there. There was a few people that are going to go and help blend it up, and that's all there. You can grab that. We'll take 15 minutes, I think it's on our schedule. 15 minutes, you could have another beverage if you want. The collagen is out there. That's the sample recommended product for the month. There's a bonus product there. So that's out there. And that's the next slide, just quickly for me. There's a door prize. What I might do is I will leave that till the end, and we'll put all the raffle prizes in together, and we'll do about 4 or 5. Is that all right? Yeah, I'll skip that bit now. Okay, so let's go over there and sample something.
In life, because of things that went wrong, basically I was a wasted space. I was introduced to the products very quickly. I'll go into that, and I noticed a huge improvement in my well-being and energy in the first couple of days. I went on to lose over 14 kilos of body fat, and I've been able to now exercise a bit more over the last few years, and I put on 12 kilos of lean muscle. So that's helped me. I'm 76 years of age. I take no medication whatsoever, and quite frankly, I've got the doctors confused because I'm working on stuff these days. I don't take anything at all. So that's me in a nutshell, very, very quickly, because my real reason for being up here, I think we've got the next little slide there. Yes, the Mark Hughes story, and I will cover this one very quickly, as I understand it. Mark Hughes was a young lad of 18 years of age when his mother died taking medication to lose weight. Simple as that. And those medications, by the way, are still available on the marketplace today. She died overdosing on those weight loss programs. He swore at that time that he wasn't going to have anyone else experience those sort of results, or that sort of the heartache that he experienced. So he started to look into the benefits of herbal nutrition. Very quickly and very luckily, he went to a symposium, a Chinese symposium that covered a lot of that area. It grabbed his attention, and so therefore he started up Herbalife at the age of 22 years of age, simply to give everybody a chance to lose weight in a healthy way. His first client was his grandmother, and from that he's now developed a business around the world. Over 95 countries around the world, simply because of the goals that he had, was to get a shake in every household in the world. Now at the time, you've got to think about this, it was back in the early 1980s, that particular goal was something that no one could ever imagine. And that's why we see that little photograph of him here. You know, if you can't see the benefits in the future of your life, and then look through his eyes. Because quite frankly, he's now achieved something that's remarkably historic in every area in nutrition. Is now becoming a family name, the second biggest company of its kind in the world because of that. So that's Mark Hughes' story. But because of his upbringing in his early years, where he didn't see his mother too much because she was out and about doing things with acting and modelling and whatever, he spent a lot of time with his grandparents, and consequently he never actually ever met his father until he was over 25 years of age. So, but he decided that because of what was happening with the Herbalife industry per se, that he was going to create a avenue, if you like, to help children less fortunate than some, but also to support children who had no real future because of whatever reasons. And so the Herbalife Family Foundation was started. Now today, that was a small picture in his mind. You got to understand this young fella. He had an imagination like you wouldn't believe. But he could see that by introducing a system into his marketing plan and into the corporate leadership around the world, he could start to help children from all backgrounds, all walks of life. Herbalife Family Foundation at the start. Now it's in over, I think, 60 countries in the world. I don't know, that's pretty fine.
You want to run the video and then explain?
Sure, we can do that. Why don't we just run the video first? Thanks, Eric. Just a very short, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a short one.
Yeah, so that's just a short, understand that he's feeding, the Herbalife Family Foundation now feeds thousands and thousands and thousands of children every day around the world. We've got, I think, 5 communities in Australia, in different states, helping children. They support organisations who look after children, whether they're street kids, whether they've been left, despots, whatever you want to call them, to get them a future, so they can have a future in life and recreate their own dreams that have been dashed. Many happen these days. I think it's a phenomenal deal. And I don't know that I need to say any more about that. We do support it through, the whole system is supported by the distributors. So, we have opportunities like today where we can actually donate for this particular organisation, and I'll let Eric cover that perhaps a little later. We do it through various forms, but even in our orders, we can, when a distributor puts in an order, they can actually donate to it as well. And so it's all been done by the distributor network of Herbalife around the world. And I'd encourage you to perhaps talk to Eric about it, perhaps supporting it yourselves. Yeah, thank you.
Arthur, we better fix people as you do this properly. Ian? Thank you very much, Arthur, for sharing your insights, because Arthur's brother was one of Mark Hughes' best friends. Did you tell him that? Tell him that?
No.
No, I'm allowed to say that.
I'm allowed to say that.
So then I hear from George the stories about Mark Hughes. So I'm very privileged that way. So Arthur's heard a lot of them, and thanks very much for sharing what you did with that. And thank you very much, Arthur.
Yep, thank you.
Seeing Arthur mention something you did, I would say there's a banner out there with a QR code. If you wanted to donate more money to the HFF Foundation, the company in Australia, because we're like 95 companies, but within one, we have multiple avenues in Australia. You mentioned the Sunshine Butterfly, this is in Queensland. 3 weeks ago, there was a huge fun run for the first time in Melbourne that anybody could go to. I raised more than $10,000 at that. And these are ongoing things. There's a few across the country. I won't say any more than that. But the company then, if you don't put it to a specific one, you actually can just donate, and they spread it out across the place. So thank you very much. Now we're here. Here's the next session. What flavour shape do people like in the session, in the break? Did you sample some of the shapes, or what was your favourite product? I know what mine was.
Chocolate.
Anybody want to volunteer what they sampled out there that they love the most?
Chocolate.
Paul,
Chocolate.
which one? All of them.
Which one did she give it?
The shape, chocolate shape.
Shape, sorry.
Oh, chocolate shake.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Anybody else? Peter, what did you sample out there?
I like those cookies and cream snacks. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
I invented
I
them
don't have the
yesterday.
recipe.
You invented them?
We're going to improve.
Yeah.
next time we will have the recipes with the ingredients and how you make it next to each one, so you can go photo. That's what I've got. Okay, now we're going to see obviously how the income is generated. So if you only want to use the products, sit there just dreaming of what products you're going to use and your product result. If you want to know how the income is worked, this is only a brief start. We're going to bring up Kirsty, and she's going to, aren't we? Aren't we going to bring up Kirsty?
Yes.
I think next
Yes,
slide.
next
Yes.
Yeah.
Kirsty's actually
Yeah.
our guest. Kirsty was very high up. I'm not going to really say everything in karate. That's right, isn't it? It was karate. I said something once before. Yeah, okay, so we're off. We'll hand you over to Kirsty. She's going to talk about how the income is earned, how you can start thinking, because until you start doing it, you don't see it. And she's going to tell her story, and then later on she's going to share some other things how we do. Okay? So this is the guest section. I'm out of here. So
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to start. I do know where to start. My role also today, apart from being here, I'm the timekeeper. So I've just set my time on my phone. All right?
Oh.
My first section. And thank you for inviting me to share with you all today. I have been around with this business and these products for more than half my life. I'll let you tell on these later. You friends at the barbecue. But initially, I had what the doctors called an anxiety-related breakdown when I was 24 years old. And my doctor said, do you think your weight gain is adding to your depression and your anxiety? And I said, what weight gain? Quite seriously. I was recently married. I moved into a house with a bungalow and it had a mirror from here up in the bathroom. And that's all I had. And I knew my clothes were tighter. And my aunt made all my clothes. She was just making them bigger. So he made me stand on the scales and I got quite a shock. So I'd heard about Herbalife nutrition before. I had used the products years ago, and initially then as a teenager I lost 15 kilos in 3 months. So I knew what I needed to do, so I rang my local guy, Frank, and he was around and I got started. It's actually a quick start program. This one's here, and I lost 5 kilos in my first month. Then I upgraded to this, and then some of this, and lost a total of 22 kilos, dropped 4 dress sizes, lost 5 chins, lost 5 rolls. I have a waist, all sorts of things. But most significantly for me, the difference was my health. I was covered in eczema at the time. My face, my hands, my back, my legs. I also had irritable bowel syndrome. I also had horrible migraines that, like, I never had any sick leave from work. I was always off with migraines. I had a horrible monthly cycle. I had doctors at 23 offering to give me a hysterectomy because my periods were just so horrible. Sorry guys if that's uncomfortable. But I just knew it was a weight loss program. I didn't know it was a nutrition program. And this basket of medications that I had for all of those things, I just didn't need them anymore. And I really was a whole new woman. That's the only way I know how to put it. And then I got married, and then I got pregnant, as we do. And I used the products all through my pregnancy. I mean, I swam the day my daughter was born. That morning, like, my energy was incredible. I did lots of yoga, still worked out at the gym. And the 20 kilos I put on in the pregnancy, I lost in 16 weeks afterwards, breastfeeding, so you can use it also pregnancy, also breastfeeding. And then I took up karate. Now, we did not have the black sports range back in those days, but I've been to lots of trainings and I've been very privileged. With that, the Nutrition and Scientific Advisory Board that both Yen and Tanya talked about earlier, they very regularly conduct trainings for each of us, the members involved with, and attend. Like at Extravaganza, this big event we've got coming up in Singapore next month.
Yep.
Is it May already?
Yes.
Oh, I've forgotten to breathe. Do you know I've done this so far with one breath? So we have a lot of opportunity to sit with world experts on all different aspects of health, and they trained us very specifically in how to use the product not for weight loss, but just for good health or weight gain or sports in my case. When the PPP, personalised protein powder, was added to the range, I lost another 15 centimetres off my stomach just by adding in protein. I was training for my second black belt at that stage. A few years later I did my third dan. My last grading was 8 hours over 2 days, so it was a 16-hour grading, and I was in my very late 40s when I did that. Training for that was nuts, like nuts. In the middle of that, I had a very significant pelvic injury. I kind of ripped my left leg off. It's a simple way to put it. I ripped tendons out of my pubic bone, my iliac crest, the bursa. I damaged my sciatic nerve, the ball and socket I shredded, my glute max, my glute medius completely shredded. My whole left side didn't work. When they did surgery to fix the ball and socket, they damaged my femoral nerve. So my whole left side didn't work, and I had to relearn to walk, which was kind of challenging. And so my left side didn't work, so my right side got kind of worn out, and I damaged nerves in my right foot, which I spent 18 months in a moon boot, couldn't put that on the ground. Eventually had an experimental treatment where they injected into my nerves, and that luckily worked. Now I'm sorry guys, I'm going to bring up girl things again. This photo here, this one here, this is my daughter, so that's the one I was pregnant with. She's 22 here. This is her third dan black belt grading, so I was very, very proud to be her instructor to get through that grading, but also as a woman in her 50s, that was 4 hours long, that grading. It was 44 degrees, there's 250 of us in the room, and it's hardcore, like for hours, hardcore. And then as a senior person, I was a fourth dan at this point, there were 11 students grading that day. I had to spar them all. And they're all 20, and they're all a foot taller than me, they're all guys. You know, I've got heels on today, I'm 5'3", and a woman in her 50s, all these people are bigger and stronger, and they think they're faster than me, they're not really. But just as a 50-year-old woman, it was really empowering to be able to do that. And I did that 3 times in 1 week. We did one in the northern suburbs of Adelaide, we did one in the southern suburbs of Adelaide, and then I was flown to Melbourne to do another one there. But some strange things started happening. And I've never told this to anybody. I need more than one breath. Alright, so the second grading, I had trouble using my left leg again. And I was going wobbly, but fourth dans, we have perfect technique, right? That's our job.
What's that?
By the way, I was the 5th woman in the world to reach fourth dan. There's not many of us. There's not many. Thank you, Swine. There are 3 women in the world who outrank me now, and they're all very close friends, so, but there's not many. It's a short list. But during that second black belt grading, I had trouble using my left side, my left leg, and I was just feeling a bit worried. And then when I flew to Melbourne the following Tuesday, during that grading, I was really struggling. I couldn't stand. I was in extreme pain. I didn't really know what was going on, and I had to sit out, which is really taboo. Senior instructors do not sit out of black belt gradings. You've got to be close to bed, that's what they like. I didn't really know what was going on, so my feet were killing me, like so sore, so swollen, couldn't walk properly, couldn't stand. I went off to my specialists, and they diagnosed some things. Very severe plantar fasciitis, heel pad edema, which means my heel pads are worn out. So it means all your bones and all those soft tissues under there, you're standing on them, straight on the ground, which is very painful. And I had intermetatarsal bursts, so it's the bones in your feet, there were lumps in between them, really, really painful. But it seems I'd also developed an immune system response called CRIPS. Most people have never heard of CRIPS. It's complex regional pain syndrome. It's an autoimmune disease, usually brought on by trauma. They don't really know what causes it, but it's very common in third world country soldiers, for instance. So that's why. Turns out the trigger for me is menopause. Hormonal changes, the estrogen drops within your body, and the soft tissues in your body changed so much that I went from, well, my nickname at karate was one of them, to I couldn't stand and have a shower or make my own meals or anything. And they told me, rest for 6 weeks and you'll be fine. Within those 6 weeks, my cousin took her life. She passed away. She was very close, and because it was a suicide, there was a longer time to the funeral. So the funeral come right at the end of my 6 weeks, so they said, you'll be okay by then. And I was very involved with my aunt with arranging the funeral. I spoke at the funeral. And my aunt's a mess, right? I was her person for the day, which came at a cost, and I couldn't walk for 8 months after that day. So I was in a wheelchair. It was the height of COVID. I was highly isolated. My partner at the time got stuck in the state because he was a FIFO. All my parents, 3 of them, 3 elderly sick parents, they had their own traumas. As everybody did in COVID, we were all isolated, we were all stuck, we were all, and quite frankly, they'd never met a case like me before. But the one thing, now, results are not typical. My situation was not typical, but that collagen you're drinking out there, when the company released that, like a good Herbie, I tried collagen for the first time, and I was still taking all the other products. It was the collagen that changed my pain. It was, for me, literally now I could get up out of my wheelchair. That was what the game changer for me. Now, that was just on 5 years ago, so I'm 5 years into my 6-week break. But for me, it's about healthy aging. As I head towards 60, like, this is me. I'm at the gym, I ride my bike, I do my yoga, I do Pilates, I do whatever the freak I feel like. And I love that I have energy. Yes, I can walk, yes, I can kick you in the head if I need to, Eric, with whatever. Not now, maybe later. We'll see how the day goes. Alright. So, there we go, I didn't cry. So, my passion for these products, like I bleed green. I have encountered lots of different health concerns with myself, but also with my clients over the years. My daughter, she's been on the products since before she was conceived, and she's taken off her own free choice as an adult. She's a dancer. She travels the world doing tattoos, Highland dancing, and this stuff. I'm not going to do a fling for you. That requires high energy, so we're definitely a Herbie house. And over the years, I run the business part-time, full-time, around jobs or no other jobs, around parenting, teaching karate, lots of other things. So what I love about this business is it's always there, and you can pick it up and run with it with whatever capacity you have at the time. Alright, so my main role in this part of the section today, I just want to tell you one little thing. How old do you think I am when that photo was taken?
35.
Thank you. What about this one? 40?
Yeah, probably 40.
This is 27. Oh. So when I talk about healthy aging, that's what I'm talking about. Being the best version of you.
Sorry, I said you were a bit older.
That's okay. That's okay. This is when this was taken the day that I was my first skincare. My daughter's 28 now, so half her age. I just told you, sorry. So which means this one was taken almost 9 years ago now, so I feel like I'm hanging in there, but maybe tell me if you disagree later, save my ego a little bit. Alright, so what I am going to talk to you about mostly today is how do we earn income in this business. That's my main goal, and I'm going old school. I'm going to use the whiteboard. Let's hope some of these texts work. Checking my time. Alright, are we good?
Yeah.
Ready. You may want to take notes. I'm going to quiz you at the barbecue.
You can't use a substitute person to answer your question. Do it yourself.
Alright. And the reason it's a little bit more involved is there are several different ways to earn income in this business. And most of us just, we're used to having a job. We get paid a certain amount per hour that we spend at that job. Or we have a salary package, and we sell our soul for, we rock up and do all this stuff, and a company determines how much they're going to pay us at the end of that week or that fortnight. So what we've got going on here is a little bit different. There are actually 4 main areas of income, and then a 5th we'll talk about. 5th and a 6th. So I was just looking at you, Peter, and the reason that you're uploading business here today because we're skiing down a mountain in New Zealand, fully paid for by the company on a vacation. So we'll get to that as well. Alright, so the first area, I can't really write either. Our retail income. This is our very first area of income. Now, the moment we get registered with Herbalife, which you do online and it takes 10 minutes and it's pretty easy and there's a very minimal fee involved today. $95. Thank you. The 2 boxes, if you look at the file that's behind you, there's a black box and a white box. So the black box gives you the sport formula and the white box gives you the light formula. Keep all things so you don't have to do it. The moment you are registered with the company, you are now entitled to a 25% discount. Or, in Australia, and most other countries, if you're registering just to use the products yourself at a better price, you're purchasing at a reduced price. So you get 25% discount on what you purchase. But if you were selling them on, you were helping other people with those products to make 25% profit in your life. Okay, so we all got retail?
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, good.
Yeah.
This is wholesale.
Sort of.
Well, it does in my brain, sort of. Okay. Now, Daisy, can I just use you as an example? Okay. So if Daisy got started in the business yesterday, and she signed me up today, alright? But she also signed up some other people, and maybe she signed up Peter, maybe she signed up Ada, maybe she signed up whoever she's talking to, and we'll get to that later. I didn't tell you the most important thing to start with. Herbalife operates in 95 countries around the world, right? Which means it's 95 currencies that we operate in. So an American dollar, an Australian dollar, and a US pound, and a euro, and a peso, and it's like they're all different, right? So we can't say $100 worth of product in Australia is equal to $100 product in Vietnam, whatever. What do they have in Vietnam?
Vietnam.
Oh, okay, sorry, I have been there, I should remember. So what we have is like our own international currency, and it's called a volume point, or a VP. So when we talk about business, we measure in volume, not in dollars. And that keeps it universal across all of the different countries and currencies that we operate in. Okay, so we've got a volume point. All right. So if Daisy signed up half a dozen people yesterday, or today, or whatever, all of the volume that each of those people she signs up, volume, which the term is volume rises. So that also is part of Daisy's business. She's my person today. So the more volume, it's kind of like a deli, a corner deli. Remember corner delis we used to have? We don't have so many these days. Or Woolworths. Woolworths buy in a much bigger volume, so they get a better price. Same here when we purchase from Herbalife. If we work our way up to 500 volume points, sorry about the squeaking, which in Australia is 3 of these. An ultimate program is worth 171.76 volume points. Yeah. So approximately 3 of those. So it might be one for Daisy, one for me, one for Arthur, or whoever she signed up. She works her way up to 500 volume points. Now she earns or buys 35% discount. But if someone who's purchasing at 25% 25 in her team and she's at 35, there is a difference of, help me with the maths?
Yeah.
7, 10.
So 10% wholesale. Okay, but it doesn't stop there. There's more. There's more. We also have. Sorry, that's very squeaky, isn't it?
That's
If someone accumulates their weight or purchases in one bulk lot 1,000 volume, which is 6 bulking packs, roughly, now they're purchasing at a 42% discount. So if Daisy had worked her way to 42% and she had some team members who were on 25, every time they make an order, how much wholesale is she going to earn? 17, thank you. Or this one, if they're at 35, 7. Now how do we get paid? On the 15th of the month, it doesn't matter where these people are in the world, as long as they're in our 95 countries. On the 15th of the month, Herbalife send you, they used to send us checks in the mail. I've been around that long. You know, we were so excited when we got a fax machine. That's how long I've been in this business. But they send you a check, but now they do a direct deposit into your bank for all that wholesale amount. Now the reason a lot of us are in this room is because we've got big goals, big dreams, and one of those things involves royalty income. And I want to teach you all how to earn royalties today. The maximum discount we can get to is 50%. I'm going to run a little special section on how we get to this 50%, and I'm going to get some help there. But this is a position called, I feel like if I write it faster, it squeaks less. Supervisor. It's just the name. 50%. So obviously now, if I'm sharing a program with a program, if I'm sharing a program with someone that wants $200 at retail, and I'm a brand new person, if you're selling it at $200 retail, obviously your profit here is $50. But here, for the same work, it's now $100. So same work. So the more volume of business you turn over, the more retail and wholesale income that you make. Like I said, there is a bit. Now, Daisy's awesome, right? She wants all of her team to earn the maximum or work at the maximum discount. So why would she have a team member still operating at 25% if they had the potential to move up to 30, 35, 42, or 50%? So she's going to teach all of her team members how to get to 50%. But if she's on 50% and her team members on 50%, where did our wholesale go? What's our wholesale there? Okay, this is where the magic happens. There's also a dance for magic, if you want to do it later. Okay, sorry. Now, what Herbalife says is, Daisy, you're awesome. Well done for teaching all of your team members to get to that 50% level. We are going to now pay you a royalty up to 5% based on the retail price of the product for all of the work that that person does. So now we earn our 5%. Okay. So we've got retail. I'm going to pick on somebody. Sandra, what's the base level of retail? No, she's not with us. Tanya, base level of retail. What's our base amount of retail profit we earn?
Well, if I'm on 50%,
Yep.
then I'm going to earn 50% of whatever retail.
Someone signs up today, what are they going to get?
They're going to get 25%.
25.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. And as you say, the top is 50. I'm going to run through a little bit later some of the business methodologies that would help you from the day you start here to work to here. And effectively, we want everybody here as quickly as they can do. Yep. So with this royalty now, there are different levels. So if Daisy started yesterday, she signed me up today, and what's your name? Emmylou. Okay, if I signed up Emmylou tomorrow, okay, and Emmylou, and I worked hard with Emmylou, and Daisy probably helped, and we got you to supervisor as well. In fact, I've written this. Who's your favourite person in the room, Emmylou? John. Does he know?
You can't sign up your husband, but we just do it for this case.
Just for the example today. Yes, that does bring up an important rule. No, we don't sponsor our husbands and wives in the business. We have joint distributorships in those situations, just so you know the rules. Okay, so Daisy's going to work hard with me to get me to supervise. I'm going to work with Emmylou to help her get to supervise. She's going to work with Ronald, if they weren't married, to get him to supervisor. But Daisy is going to earn 5% royalty on all of the work that all of us do. Okay? Whatever country we're in, whatever currency we're operating in. Now, so this is Kate, this is me. This is not a trick question. How many Kirstys is Daisy allowed to bring into her business?
There's your life.
I thought it was 10.
Infinite.
As many as you like. There is truly no limit. You might have seen an example, someone drew it out with 10 for you or something like that. But infinite, you can have as many of me as you want. You might, let's move on. Now, how many Emmylous am I allowed to have?
As many as you want.
As many as I like. And how many Ronalds is Emmylou allowed to have? Okay. All right.
Because she wants you.
Okay. All right. Now, for the ease of me not drawing you a map that looks like a cyclone hit a haystack on the whiteboard, I'm going to simplify it for you. If Daisy got 2 people who each got 2 people who each get 2 people, alright? And they're turning over, we talk about 2,500 volume points of business. That's a fairly good standard. Someone who's functioning, who's operating, that's about what they'll be turning over. That little picture there, just realised my notes are over there.
Oh, you want it?
No, that's all right, I'll make it up. No, I did calculate this out. I should look at it. Look, so. That's $4,400 per month in royalty income. That is additional to any retail and wholesale income. Now, if Daisy had 3 Kirstys, and I had 3 Emmylous who had 3 Ronalds, whatever country they are in, that scenario there, want to have a guess? That's $18,000 a month in royalty in 3 countries. Now, the first 3 that you sign up might not be the 3, okay? And the first 3 Emmylous that I get might not be the 3. So what we're looking for are people who have, some people come to us because they want to earn $500 a week because that's their food, their mortgage and their kids in school, right? there's a lot of financial pressure on people at the moment. But we have people come to us with goals of $5,000 a month and upwards. And you saw on the marketing plan before, Eric talked about with this goal of 2,000 people we've got here in this community, there will be 3 people earning $5,000 to $15,000 per month. So that's somewhere in between them. So it's 2.5 who get 2.1 who get 2.2 or something. I don't know. Can't do that now. Now, 5. I'm going to talk about in my next section, mostly what we're doing here, we're looking for 5 key people. 5 key people who want to go to work, want to learn, want to teach, want to train, and want to be a little bit different to the norm. So if we have 5, Daisy has 5 pasties, you have 5 Emmy Lucy, you have 5 Ronalds each. The royalty income on that, anyone want to guess? Close? That's per month, so $78,000 per month. Now if you cut back the loan, would you be okay on that?
Anybody be happy with just 3?
Okay. Alright. So, now, that's a lot of money, right? Most of us don't know people in normal everyday life who are earning that kind of money per month. But in this room, we do. And when we talk about the mentors and people that we go see at training, they're earning 2, 3, 4 sometimes the amount of that money. The guests that they bring in for our spectaculars, nuts kind of money. Nuts. I mean, like hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. This is why we can support things like Herbalife family foundations and stuff like that. I'm not at that level yet, but I'm sure as heck working on it. Yeah. Okay. Now, I said 4 areas of income, didn't I? This is only 3. Hang on tight. It gets better from here. Alright, sorry, I'll just put that down. And I'm going to check my time. What is income? Is bonus. We have some names, like I told you, supervisor. It's a name. The next name we have is a global expansion team. And this is just a name the company dishes out when we get to turning over a certain amount of volume in our organisation. So not us personally, but our team. A global expansion team member earns between 5,000 and 15,000 pay a month. But then they also earn bonus. 2%. If you're earning 5% and you get a bonus of 2%, that's actually 40% pay rise. And it's not limited to your first 3 levels in the business. The bonus goes to infinity. So if there are 72 people under Ronald downwards, you would earn bonus on all of those 72 people. So instead of 5%, this now becomes 7 on the first 2 levels and 2% forever downwards. That's a lot of money, right? Then we have a team called the Millionaire Team. And the reason it's called Millionaire Team is about $1 million worth of business turning over in your business per month. And a Millionaire Team member earns between 15 and 30k Australian dollars. But they also get a bonus, and it's a 4% bonus. So instead of 5% here, that's now 9%, and it's 4% to infinity, even if there's 72 people under Ronald, and whatever country they are in. And then we have a team called the President's Team, and you saw with Eric's stats earlier, we'd be looking at having 1 to 2 people in this group. A President's Team member in Australia earns $30,000 or more per month, just in royalty income. But they earn another bonus of 6%. So it makes it 11% on our first 3 levels, and then 6% to infinity. It is the most lucrative remuneration scheme on the planet, arrangement on the planet. Those who do the work get the pay. So go to work. So that's quite messy. Now, your goal with this is to be able to draw that on a napkin and explain it to somebody in a coffee shop. That's when you know you've got it. All right. Now, Eric, can I borrow you for 2 seconds?
What for?
What for? No. Okay, so I'm going to rub while Eric comes off. This supervisor position, obviously, you earn the best retail, you earn the best wholesale, and now you can earn bonuses. So getting to the supervisor position is really crucial, yeah? So I just want to ask Eric, he's going to show me a couple of ways, because there are different ways to achieve the supervisor position. I want to get him to show us a couple on. You hold
You're
this.
going to clean the board, are you?
I'm going to clean the board.
Can I use a different colour?
You can.
Thank you.
You got that? Does anyone need a photo?
Okay.
Yeah. Now there's a quiz at the barbecue. You thought the barbecue was just for eating, didn't
So
you?
I'll start talking while Kirsty's cleaning the board, and the different levels. Do I say why you're doing that? I'll do the other levels at 35 and 42. Okay. At 35%, the company says, well, maybe you haven't got enough money to do it all at once. You've got 2 months to get the 500 volume points to get the 35%. And then they say, well, if you don't want to do 1,000 volume points immediately, you've got 3 months. Then you're permanently at 42%. But who would like the best bang for their buck at 50%? So every time you order, or every time product is ordered on the website, that's why you have to register for, it goes out of the warehouse at 50%. So Hersey and myself, I can't keep track. She's amazing. She flips around all over the place. We want to make sure everybody gets to 50%. We don't want what discount they're leaving at the warehouse for us to pick up. We would prefer them to be getting the full 50%. So, and by the way, this marketing plan, Mark Hughes, can I say that bit, who set this up, is still considered the best marketing plan for income in the world. You can go and find articles about that, and then you can find opinions. They don't know what they're talking about half the time. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do.
You've got 4 minutes, by the way.
Oh, can I do it less?
Which one?
You can do it in just over a month. They don't let you do it immediately. You can buy 1,000, then you can put an order in 5 minutes later to get up to 3,999. Because that's not right to say just buy 4,000 and you'll be able to get it. It doesn't work that way. You can then help somebody else purchase some product or share in the same opportunity as you. That's the idea. Their volume counts for your volume. So you get 4,000. So you can do that in 1 month to 2 months, or 3 to 12 months. No problems. How do you do that? To get that, if you do 1,000, each of these do 1,000. How much is there?
4,000.
But only this guy gets to go to 50%. Right? Everybody following that? Or this person can do 1,000. They share with somebody to do 1,000. They share with somebody to do 1,000. They share with somebody to do 1,000. Everybody's at 42%. The company turns around and says, if there's another 4,000 somewhere in that line, every single one of these goes to 50%. Now, I'm a mathematician, but so I'm not going to answer this question. So, if there has to be another 4,000 in that group, how much should each person, maybe if they do equal shares, contribute to that 4,000? 2,000 total.
2,000.
Oh, see, he's already smart. He's gone way past. So, isn't 2,000 half this? So your goal is to share it with everybody and say, hey, we can go in this, we can get the best discount possible, and we do that. Now, we do this all the time. Percy went to the Philippines this year. In December, she had a line of 2 supervisors. In January, there was a line of 3. And someone on the last day of the month said, hey, look, I've got this opportunity. And she shared it with this person. And they said, oh, I'll do 1,000 bucks. She went to 50% straight away. She saw it. Then in February, another 2, and another 2, and then a single one. Who did that? By sharing it with lots of other people for the whole volume. So this here was the way we look at it is the best. So Jim, may I just talk about you? Jim registered Tuesday evening. So if Jim shares with somebody to get started this month, he's already aligned too. But guess what? This is what we teach. Who does Jim's friend know that he would like to share it with as well? And then we help them all get to better discounts. That's just the way we work.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay? Could be the boss calling. Yeah, because the boss actually registered. You know, Jim said, you better come around, and we talked to the boss, and the boss registered. You know who the boss is. My boss is sitting back there. So that's really how to go supervise it. And I'm not going to say anything complicated, but that's about it. That's what we do. So yes, there's this way. Yes, there's this way. And this way. Okay, so if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 supervisors before the 1st of January, another 10 within our 3 levels since the 1st of January. Okay, so we only are improving that because we learn more. And we're more excited, obviously, because we're sharing with other people, and then it grows more. So that's sort of it. Anybody got any questions on that? Right. We don't want to overcomplicate the marketing plan. I'll only say one more thing. My mentor went to the big level as the top 1% of the company within 2 years. He didn't even know the marketing plan. He just brought people to hear from people like Kirsty and other people. Said, I'll bring them in front of you. Do you think he knows the marketing plan now, 30 years later? Of course he does. He didn't know it when he started. And that's why some of the leaders in this room, we don't expect you to know it. Just help us help you until you learn it. Because you only learn things once you get into it and once you start teaching it. And that's, I'll be quiet because then that's part of what you're going to talk about, isn't it?
That's all right. I guess one of the things you picked up from some of us in the room, we're quite passionate about what we do. And with passion comes excitement, and it all wants to come out. Now, can I just see what other slides are there to make sure I've covered the things I do? Okay. All right.
Excuse me, I'm going to have to go, sorry, cut me short.
That's a 20 push-up penalty.
Yeah, I'm going to...
You can do it here now, or you can send me video.
I'll send you a video.
All right. Nice to meet you. Second later. All right. Okay. All right. So this is sort of the second part of what I want to talk to you about, and is how we actually connect with the community, bring clients, and you distributors on board. Like, how do we conduct ourselves to do this business? Before I do that, though, I'm going to need some help from you all. Can we all just stand up for 1 second? All right. Okay. So stand up. All right. Now we need to stretch all the way up, please. It got really, really warm in here. I think with the sunlight, you know, you see, we're all getting a little bit dizzy. And we're just going to turn that way. And now, this is the Kirsty silly dance. You've got to do the silly dance with the hips. And then we're going to turn that way. And then we're going to do silly dancing. Now, the reason we do it both ways is because they coach, and normally a warm-up session is like, bang, we're just going to punch each other in the stomach 400 times, and then we'll do it on the other side. But we won't do any of that. All right. But at least I get in a mood. I can get in a mood. Hey, I've breathed. For the last few minutes I've been breathing. Thank you. You've relaxed. All right. Right, okay. What we do and how business is generated. Okay. First line here, your results. I mean, I never ever imagined that this was going to be my business. When I got started on the products, I was working full time for a trade union, which is nuts. By the way, if you've ever done that, I was the lowest ranked person in the office and everything landed on me. It was not fun. And I was also already running my own business after hours. I did party plan with a thing called antique linen, so handmade linens and laces, bedspreads and doilies and things like that. And I had no time. I had no time. But I was just losing my way, and it was actually some of the ladies at my linen parties said to me, "What are you on? It's midnight, it's Friday, we know how many parties you've done a week, we know you've got a full-time job, you're bouncing off the freaking ceiling, is it legal?" It was basically how they put it to me. And my pants, I had a beautiful suit that my aunt had made, and my pants, I had braces on them, and I actually had to put my pants here, like, with my braces. They were so big. I'd lost so many dress sizes, but I was too busy to buy new clothes. And I just put my jacket over the top and thought I looked cool. But it was actually those people asking me, "What are you on?" And this happens to a lot of us when we start getting our results. And I rang my sponsor and said, "What do I do?" And he said, "Come to a training day." And we had a training day. It was a success training seminar. It was a whole day. We learned all about the products and the marketing plan, and we made shakes. Similar to, we've just done the abbreviated version for you today. George Knight, who Eric was just talking about, and Kim Bromer were the special guests. They'd flown in, and they told me this, and like, wow, my brain just went, woof. I was 20-something years old. I didn't know there was other ways to earn money apart from have a job and have a boss pay you. I didn't know there was any other way to earn money, but there is. But your results and sharing your results. We don't do any sales training, by the way. None of our sections are called how to sell product. We don't do that. We share our results. We share our experience, and we connect with people one-to-one. This is why you cannot buy any of our products in shop, because each product or group of products or programs comes with a coach to help you get the best results from your product. So it's hold hands. We hold hands until someone's earning about $5,000 to $15,000 a month, and then you probably know some stuff. You can do your own thing, sort of. We still work together. So work on your results. And like I said, I've lost weight, then I got pregnant, and then I'm breastfeeding, then sports results, and the menopause. It's like, it keeps evolving. It keeps evolving. I dropped my metabolic age another 2 years this week. Because we have the Tanita body composition monitors. Has anybody been on those? No. They give you a metabolic age. I dropped mine again another 2 years, and I've been on the products for 30 years. So you just keep at it. Yes, it's fun. I'm going to be younger than my daughter soon, I think. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll send out a memo. Referrals. When you get somebody started, it's really smart to ask who it is that they care about and would like to be doing this with them, whether it's a product result or a business result that they're looking for. People do well in clusters when they've got more than one member of the household working on the products or working on the business. So speaking to them about business launches or parties. If you opened a new dress shop, right? We're going to go into retail. We're going to be high fashion. We're going to have lots of hippie boho clothes because that's my favourite kind of clothing. We opened a new dress shop. We'd probably have a launch party. We'd invite everybody we know. We'd have some of our dresses there. We'd have things set up nicely. We'd let people try them on. Maybe the boys as well if they want, but whatever. I'm Scott. We wear kilts. So we would announce it. Now, is everybody we invite to the party going to go home in a new dress? No. But when their neighbour or their sister or their friend at work says, you know what, I've got this big event coming up, I'm going to need a nice new dress, they might say, you know what, my friend just opened up a new dress shop, send her on down. So we do a very similar thing when we do a launch party, a business launch, kind of like today. You know, we've made some chalky samples for you, and the protein balls, we have collagen, we have tea, it's kind of like that, and we have a party, except there's none of the whiteboard and slides stuff. It's just a small party and there's music, and we don't let Eric say anything. Sorry. Now, social media. Who here uses social media? Yeah, yeah. Right. That didn't exist. When the internet didn't exist when I started this business. It really was a big deal getting a fax line. And I'll tell you, I worked for the trade union. We covered Telstra members. So when I built my new house in 1995, we had 3 phone numbers coming into the one house. One was my personal line, one was my business line, one was my fax line. First person in the country to have that. That's how technologically advanced I am. But yeah, now we have social media, we have like the world's in our pocket. So the conversations that we might have person to person with somebody, we can now also have with social media. So obviously it does really expand our audience, who we can connect with, but it's not like, we don't sell things on social media, we connect with people on social media. We let people know what we're doing on social media, and then we can have that personal connection and we follow up. All right, wellness evaluations. Now we're doing wellness evaluations here today. Was on the flyer. If you want one and you haven't had one, we'll arrange one for you. But a wellness evaluation usually involves, if you're doing it in person, standing on the Tanita body composition monitors. So it measures your body fat, your muscle mass, your bones, your hydration. It does do your weight, but that's almost irrelevant. It's how much muscle and how much fat you've got that's important. Your visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs, and it gives you metabolic age. That's the other one. So this gives us a snapshot of exactly what's going on inside of you. We also get your goals, and then we can make recommendations on exactly what's going to get you from where you are to where you need to be. We can tell you what numbers are those of healthy and what numbers need attention. And there's people who obviously carry extra body weight, right? As you can look at them and say, oh yeah, they're a bit heavy. But there are a lot of people now who what we call are skinny fat. And these are people who outwardly look slim. My mother is one of these, for instance. She has dementia, she has a pretty seriously bad attitude, and you can't tell her anything. She doesn't think she needs protein. So now she's just, like her muscle mass is just so slight. She's about half the width of me. She's skinny, but her body fat is higher than mine because I got so much muscle. So it's really about the relationship. It's not your total weight that matters so much as that relationship of the muscle to the body fat. So we don't look at people and guess. We get them on the machine and we make measurements. We can help them with their goals. Now, and there's sampling. I don't know how many times at work that when I make my collagen in the morning, people go, oh, what's that? Just using our products, obviously, and providing people samples. There's a guy at the gym. He is king of the gym. This guy's name's Stefan. Stefan's shoulders, you know the guys, the biggest guy. Any gym you've ever been to, his shoulders are about this wide. He's only that much taller than me. Like, he is king of the gym. His biceps are bigger than my thighs. Like, he's an enormous guy. He started talking to me at the gym. I was putting my BCAAs in my drink at the gym. You might not notice this, but I have ADHD and branched chain amino acids, BCAAs. They're great for people with ADHD, just by the by. So I have mine at the gym, and it means my brain quietens and I can actually focus on what I'm trying to do. But he saw me at 10:30 in the evening, putting my branch chains, and my body's going, you can't have pre-workout now, you can't have pre-workout now, what are you doing? You want sleep? I said, no, it's not. And I explained what it was, and they don't keep me awake, so I'm all good. So now I've got the king of the gym, who is 10 years younger than me, and he's, I was going to use a bad word, he's really angry. I am so much fitter than him. I have so much more energy than him. I cannot outlift him. I mean, obviously, he looks like Hercules' older brother. But it's just using your products, obviously, and being open and having conversations. We don't know what it is about you that is going to seem attractive. Yeah? And he's really, really annoyed that I'm 10 years older than him and have so much more energy. I introduced my daughter as my training partner, and she come over and he says, "Who's that?" And I said, "It's my daughter." And he goes, "Oh, he just felt really bad that he didn't. Anyway, we're in discussions and he'll be here soon. Not here today, but another day. But sampling, provide samples. And yes, so I gave him samples at the end. Fit clubs and nutrition clubs. A fit club. Who's run a fit club in the room?
I do fit walks.
You do fit walks? I've done fit clubs. Basically, a fit club is where you gather a group of people together. It might be a walk. I used to walk and workout. So I live near a big hill in a park, so we walk up the hill and around the park, and then we go home and do a circuit workout. But you do some pre-workout products. It might be CR7, might be Hydrate, might be Lift Off, depending on the day, time of the day. You don't want to give them Lift Off in the evening. You do your activity together, and then you have recovery smoothies together, and you share some results. This is actually a really good way of connecting with the community, having community involvement, building support, and as people achieve their goals, sharing it with the community. The nutrition clubs is a place where you go specifically to, people can purchase, they join the club and they can get smoothies, get teas, loaded teas and all sorts of things. I haven't done that particular adventure, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it. All right. Can we have the next slide, please? Sorry. I think I've covered most of that. That one. There's another one I'm looking for. That one. Thank you very much. All right. So essentially, I want to finish up today with perhaps have you leave here with some ideas of how you can attract new people to share what we've got going on here. So conversations with our family members, our friends and colleagues. Who's bought groceries this week? Who's put petrol in their car this week? Who's had to go to a medical appointment this week? Yeah. Who's bought new shoes this week? Just me? And I chose these ones because my feet were sore and I went through, and they're so pretty, but I'm going to wear them next time. They've got so much bling on them, girls. You're going to love them. Who bought new clothes this week? You being did too? Okay. They're all things we do all week, all the time, yeah? Who's had coffee with friends this week? Yep. So they might not sound like business activities, but if you're paying attention, they are actually business activities. And those things are the reason that those of us who are flat out. Is anyone in this room busy? Who's got a busy life? Who's got 52 responsibilities in every given moment, and their brain swells with everything they've got to do. And if I was to tell you, all right, I need you to find 10 hours in your week to add to what you're doing to do this business, you're just going to throw things at me. That be right? Yeah. But we don't go out to do business. We do business when we go out. People are complaining. If you switch your ears on, people are tired. Who's heard people when you hear how tired they are? Yep. And they're lacking energy. Who's heard someone whinge about how freaking stressed they are? Kids, parents, jobs, bosses. There's so many things stressing. And that's even before we get to financial pressures and things that are going on in the economy at the moment. But then people complain about their health. They complain about having to cook. We can offer solutions. Now, here's Kirsty's number one rule of doing this business. Never, ever, ever get overexcited and what I call vomit Herbalife on them. Okay, nobody wants that person in the room with them. But if we listen to what they're saying, and in an educating way, our key role here today is to educate you more about what we do, who we are and what we do. But if you take that approach with you in your heart when you're out at the checkout or whatever it is that you're doing, And if someone's complaining about how little they earn or how tired they are or how much trouble they're having with their study, you can then simply offer a solution. Find out about them, see if you have something you can offer them, exchange some details and follow up with them. Okay, that's as simple as it is. It's as simple as it is. But now, do you know what a three-way call is? And who uses three-way calls? You know me well enough by now to know I can talk the leg off anything, right? Yeah? Thank you. But what I do, if I have somebody I've met in the business and I want to explain, I will call one of the people that I'm working with and all three of us talk together. So when you're a new person and you don't know what to say yet, you use your sponsors, use your team, use your sidelines to do three-way calls. Right. So this is what we do. We have conversations so that we can invite somebody. You might invite someone here. All of the organisations here, we have weekly calls on Zoom and things you can invite people to get information. That's what we do. And this information is a presentation. So it might be a Zoom, might be a three-way, might be a showcase, any of these activities. And then we have our local and in-person events. That's today. We have one in Adelaide on the 30th. We've got one in Singapore in June. We've got one in Queensland in September. There's all these live events we go to. And we do online in between to get us from live to live to live. And then we have our international events I'll talk about. Where we learn more, we grow, we expand, we work on that personal part of us. Where we're better at invitations, and we can invite more people, and we might do better with business methodologies, and we have bigger events, and you see, so this is it. This is all we do. All right. I think that's all I've got for you today. Is that everything I'm supposed to cover? Did I miss anything? Did I forget anything?
Yeah.
I'd invite you to ask questions, but we can do that at the barbecue.
We can do it at the barbecue, and you're still in here because I've got to put the barbecue on, but I've already got some cooked. So, excellent, thank you very much, Kirsty. Thank you very much for sharing. And she said some new stuff which I never knew, so that was really good. And also I'm going to do the next bit within 5 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
we
then we
can
get
she
serious.
was so passionate and a big effort for everybody to hear that. Beautiful technique of the presentation. Thank you so much.
I think we're going to have Vienna up MC by herself next week and next time and get rid of me. I think it would be really good. Anybody agree with that? Oh, thank you. We've got half a room. Righto. Okay. Now, here's the thing I have. We do this in our family, and we had a new supervisor come in and get a certificate today. Well, she's not there. These are various different levels and targets and achievements within the business. Up here is a list of previous people in the business. This is just January this year with what we do. Because of Hersey, she's not in the room, but Hersey is one of the most active people in Australia. Because of her, we achieved number 2 in Australia last year. Okay, so next slide. That's the list that's up there. And see, she shares with everybody all the time. I just help her. And we're obviously, that was March month. So we're always around 3. I never liked being
It's for
number
all
1.
of Australia.
Yeah,
Okay, these two are the top 2 recruiters, number 3.
And the number 3.
Of
Yeah.
all of Australia.
I don't want to be 1 or 2. I'm happy being number 3 nearly every single month because it's consistent. Okay, next. And promotions. I'm going to ask Arthur to come up and join me with this for you. Arthur and me will stumble through this. Thank you very much. We'll come back in a minute. Arthur and me will work through this and take it in turns somehow. You want to stand this side? You got that one?
Okay. Herbalife is always introducing promotions to help, to assist, to encourage the distributor network to perhaps sometimes stretch a little bit further than they might be prepared to do or think they can do. And these little promotions are very, very simple. But they always come with the prize, so to speak. You know, it's worthwhile getting something for your effort. So the ignition promotion, very, very simple, is that when you join the business and start to do something, we were talking about points. Kirsty spoke about volume points. If you start off with 100 volume point and you do that for 3 months consistently, you end up with a mobile shaker. Okay, it's a little bit, now fantastic by the way, especially when you're going away. You just don't have to do any shaking, blah, 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 put it in, mix it up. If you do 250 volume points over 3 months for that, then you end up with the special little cup thing. I'm not too sure about
Frank Green.
It's
Frank
a
Green,
Frank Green. Very, very
Frank Green.
They're good.
Leak-proof in a handbag.
Yeah, you're right. Or if you do 500 volume points, you get the
Drink bottle.
The bottle. But the point is, you get all 3 of them. If you go to the 500. So you know and you do that for 3 months in a row from your first order, so to speak. It doesn't have to be when you first start, but it's from your first order. So if your first order is 100 volume points, the next one you do 250. Well, unfortunately, you started off with the 100 volume thing. That's what you'll get. So we encourage people to really stretch themselves, and that's what it's all about. Simply so they can get some good stuff. It does 2 things. I like getting things that I feel like I'm getting it for nothing really, because the business is just a great little deal. But secondly, you can promote these things. I mean, they're quite unique. You see this little blender, for instance. If you're sitting in a cafe or something and you start blending up your own drink, you're going to get someone asking what you're doing. It's a phenomenal way of...
Quick question. Sorry,
yeah.
quick
No,
question.
go for it.
Do 500 volume points a month. What discount level are you?
35.
35.
Yeah.
So if you do that the second month, what discount level are you?
42.
42. So they're encouraging you to go through it and you get rewarded for that. Okay, next slide. This here is the program that Kirsty and me especially focus on. We have been Premier League members for the last 2 years. Without leaving this room, there's only one more part we have to do and we'll be Premier League again for 2026.
Fantastic.
Arthur got the Premier League last year. He realised, hey, it's really great. We get benefits all the time, and I won't go through that because we're going to race through this quickly. There is a way to do that if you want to focus on Premier League. I recommend it. You get treated like royalty. Right. Next slide. You get expert training from this guy. He's the best guy in the world to teach it, and he now is only working in the APAC region, which is our region, till Christmas. He told the company, I'm only going to work in this region. There's 4 other regions around the world. He wants this one. And we've been doing special advanced training already for everybody, and then that's going to close the door at the end of this month to those who did the qualification. And then they get that. So next slide.
He's actually got on Spotify, if you want to listen to, he's actually got podcasts and GoPro.
See, you can listen to it on Spotify, or you qualify for the advanced training, and it's even more advanced than the Spotify.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
listen
just
to
saying.
Spotify.
I'm just saying you can get extra.
Okay, righto. Community event. The company now has made it okay for us to do a community event and sell products that are made with the products at that event. It's only just came out. Next. What's next? What's your move? Events and promotions. We heard about those events. Let's race through. The open experience isn't just in Murray Bridge. It's across the whole country, and it's even over the ditch. You know, that place to the east. Right. And this is what I know at least 3 or 4 people in the room are going to, Extravaganza. That's over the whole 14 countries. And this one here is going to be in September on the Gold Coast. You need to be at the 50% level to get to that event. It's advanced training. Next, the raffle, if you don't mind, we'll get started on the barbecue, and I'll do it while we're doing the barbecue. Is that all right? Good. And the group photo, let's all gather in the back of the room there. And we'll have a group photo. If Ra wants to take a photo.